Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Is everything well?
Yeah, all good, man.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You have a very interesting ID. I've never seen yellow spelt that way before.
Yeah, it's wrong, but that's fine.
Wait, what do you mean it's wrong? What?
It's intentionally, kind of fun.
Okay. All right. Okay, so couple of questions. So wait, did you solo redesign Aurelion Sol?
No, so it started off as Stash, who was the designer of Kiana and worked on Aphelios and some other characters.
Yep.
And then it went to Jonathan Fuller for a little bit, and then it went off to me. And then I've been on Aurelion Sol. I've been at Riot as like a full-time employee for like 7 months, and I've been on them for like 5.5.
Wow, where did you work before? Isn't this like a huge project for you to take on? Aurelion Sol?
Yeah. I worked at ZeniMax Online for about a year. I was a contractor at Riot. Previously, I worked on LOR as a technical designer. Before that, I worked on some like mobile games and contract game dev stuff for a while.
Oh, no crap. Okay.
Yeah,
Have you played?
Not my first rodeo, but yeah.
Do you play League?
Yeah, I'm not good, but I play a lot.
Okay. All right, I wasn't sure like you were like familiar with League. Okay. Okay, so obviously I watched the video. I had to read his abilities on a notepad because they were not in the video, but it's totally fine.
And also like the passive video does not do a great job of explaining what's going on.
Yes, exactly. So what is going on with his passive? Because I feel like I see it in the queue, like the ring that appears, it like ticks.
So if you go back to that Q part of the video and you watch when the ring finishes and look at Aurelion Sol's hands.
Yes. That's what I noticed. They light up.
So his hands light up whenever he gets Stardust. The Q ring completion is actually the like damage. There's like a secondary damage proc. It's like a timer. It's like 1 full second.
Okay.
And so every second you channel your Q on a single target, there's a little leniency in case they walk away. But if you keep it on them for a second, you get 1 Stardust, which is just a passive stack. Stacks infinitely. There's no cap on it like a Cinder type of deal. Goes forever, and it increases all of his abilities in different ways.
It's infinite. Okay, like what is like? So like for instance, with like Gnosis, like a ridiculous amount to have on Gnosis is like 800, right? Like you're like disgustingly fed at 800, right? Vigar, I don't even know what Vigar is. What is Vigar like? 600, 500, 600?
In like a normal game, like somewhere like 400 to 600, I think is kind of like a little unreasonable.
Right. So like what is Aurelion Sol's like what is his like Riot expected Stardust amount?
We expect like an average game that is even, like average duration that's even game, about 350 stacks or 10 stacks per minute.
Okay.
And it starts off slower in the early game because you're kind of mana gated and cooldown gated. But as the game goes on, you'll get more. And also you get a surprising amount from PvP. Like he's not just a sit in lane and farm forever kind of guy.
Okay. So that actually brings me to my next question. Do you guys have any intention for him to be multi-role? Like, is he meant for mid lane or is he a jungler?
He's 100% meant for mid lane. We've been exploring some jungle stuff. And quite frankly, it's not that he couldn't be a jungler, it's that I don't think we have the time to get it right, because the actual experience at the moment of doing his jungle clear is like super awkward and just kind of weird.
Okay.
Because he has like all these other balance knobs to keep his mid lane really tight. So I personally would like to try to get him in the jungle, just probably not at launch. And especially if like players have interest in it, then I want to push even harder for it.
Okay.
Because I do think he has like really interesting potential there, just not at the times.
Yeah. Well, there was a point where a jungle was his most viable role, right, in solo queue, or like it was his the players that were performing the best with it were in jungle.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, his player base is extremely small. That
right.
People, so
okay. So a question about the 350, because chat keeps like freaking out about it. Do you get a stack of Stardust from each CS?
Not exactly. So when a minion dies in your E, you get a stack. If it's a siege minion like a cannon, it's worth 3.
Okay.
Every second that an enemy champion is inside of it gives you 1. Every time an enemy champion dies within it, you get 5.
Okay.
And so there's all sorts of different numbers. There's numbers for like jungle camps, or for large monsters, small monsters, minions. There's a whole bunch of different numbers for how you get those stacks.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And then, like, how ridiculous to his ability? Like, at 350 stacks, like, how big is his black hole?
His E is about the width of the river. So you can, like, block the river with your E at 350 stacks.
Okay. All right. What
an important thing to know about how his E and the R scale is that they scale in area, not radius. And so the actual, like, it has, like, diminishing returns to a degree, or it's, like, not linear scaling exactly, because you're getting, like, it's like a weird formula because you're, like, dividing by pi and there's some not.
Okay. Wait, this is really good. Okay, does his Q gain benefit?
His Q
does.
Has like three damage components. It contributes to, like, the last one. So the way his Q damage works is that there's a damage over time effect on your first hit target you hit.
Tell me there's a max health.
Let me get there.
Okay.
There's also, like, a cone kind of shape, or like a diamond shape behind his target. So whoever he's hitting, he can also kind of hit an AoE behind them.
Okay.
At a 50% reduced rate.
Okay.
Then, after channeling for 1 second on a single target, regardless of what they are,
yes,
they take a burst of damage that's, like, champ level scaled, AP scaled, and Q rank scaled.
Okay.
And then there's a third piece, which is % max health magic damage that purely comes from passive stacks.
Okay, great. That's all I needed to hear. Holy shit.
It's magic damage. It's not true damage.
No, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's still good. Yes.
Oh yeah, he melts things.
Oh my god. And was my okay? So he has 2 max health modifiers on his E and his Q.
Yes, but they don't like they take a while to kick in. So, like, by default, he is not a tank shredder.
Okay.
If you're performing well and you're getting stacks and you're playing with your team, we begin to let you be a tank shredder.
Okay. No, I mean that's really cool to hear. Okay. And then was my interpretation of Astral Flight correct? Is he like a fire-breathing dragon?
He's a fire-breathing dragon. A very common play is to, like, strafe on, like, a weird angle in a fight and just drop
blow flames
and then blow fire onto people.
That's cool.
Like, he kind of plays like a diver to a degree. Like,
okay.
he goes in.
Like Vex?
Like, yeah, I Vex, I guess, is the closest example, but that's on her ult, and this is on his basic ability.
Okay.
Yeah, like, when we're playing him, we definitely, like, he looks for weird, like, he has the combat approach kind of a LeBlanc, but he has the damage profile of a battle mage. So he's looking for an angle, looking to hit the back line, blow up some squishies, reset your W, fly out.
Okay. Wow. All right. And is he designed with the intention to be built like a battle mage?
Yeah, we definitely believe he wants a mana mythic. I don't think you can get away with, like, Riftmaker or anything. Personally, like, we believe that Crown is far and away the best item on him, but I don't expect players to build it because no one built that item.
Right. Not building it either. No.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
he's exactly right. No one builds it.
So also the falling star. So does he have 2 R actives, or does his R eventually upgrade into the Sky's Descend?
It's a temporary upgrade. So once you
hit
level
2 Rs.
6, yeah, he has 2 Rs. So once you hit level 6, we start counting your stacks again. Like, this is a secondary counter for your ult. And once you hit the threshold, whatever your next cast is the upgraded ult. And then after you cast it, it resets. You have to re-earn that many stacks again.
Okay.
But the passive always keeps track of, like, how many you've gotten for.
Okay, that's
damage,
cool. That's cool. That's actually really cool. So it has, like, some sort of, like, a quirky, like, package type thing going on.
Yeah, and we expect
that's cool.
About 2 to 3 of these to happen per game, assuming you're like getting farm.
Okay, and how big when you have, like, a lot of Stardust, like when you have 350, how big is the Sky's Descend when you have 350?
The Sky's Descend is double the area. I could try to do some quick math. It's big. It's like it's like
double
the area of the base E. So of the E. So if your E was taking up the river, like, width, you double the area, not the radius.
So it almost eats all of mid lane? Like
it'll eat a lot of the mid lane. It'll take up a really big hunk of lane.
So it's unavoidable, pretty much. Like you'd have to try to miss.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to try to miss. It has a pretty significant like, hey, there's a big thing coming from space to kill you moment. Right. So you can walk away, but then if you walk away, you might get hit by the shockwave.
What is the cast time on it? Is there an indicator like Pantheon are?
There's an indicator. Yeah, there's a big indicator.
Okay.
And it like comes down at an angle, and you can see it coming from space.
Okay. Like a Soraka Q?
It comes at a diagonal, not vertical, but yeah.
Okay. Is the indicator like the timing window like Galio are?
I don't remember exactly the timing window in Galio.
Okay.
It's like less than a second, but the base R is less than a second. The
Zigzar?
The upgraded R might be a little over a second of like, hey, there's a thing coming.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna be really good. I mean, you can cast E and then okay. Wow.
It's gigantic.
Wow. Okay. That is okay. And is there a skin planned for his release?
Not released, but we have announced that he will be getting a skin.
Okay.
Just not immediately.
Excellent. What about any chromas?
I don't think so.
Smoj.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to like do new VFX for all of his existing skins. So.
Oh, and also, so obviously, like we saw in the video that his R killed the blue.
No, it's not hitting blue. It's hitting the Udyr.
It hit the Udyr, but why did blue die?
Blue didn't die.
Oh, blue didn't die. I thought blue died. Oh,
no.
Okay. I'm an idiot. Okay.
The shockwave only hits champions and epic monsters.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So you can, try to snipe Baron or Dragon.
Nice. There you go. How much damage does the shockwave do?
The shockwave does as much as his base R.
Okay.
Which is like.
Okay. Okay.
I want to say it's like pretty standard battle mage ult damage, like somewhere in the vague levels of like an Orianna or an Azir. I think it's a little bit less, but not by much.
I love it. Okay. I love it. Okay.
It's not quite Karthus, but the Karthus comparisons in the chat aren't too wrong.
Okay. Nice. Okay, very nice. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I don't think I missed anything. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about that maybe isn't in the video or like out there?
The W range thing was very misleading.
Yes.
So his W is his flight, and his live it's on his E. It's a very different spell.
Okay.
It's not used for like early game, just like eat yourself to bot lane. It just doesn't work. So the starting range on it is like 1200, which is like fine. It's not really an escape tool in lane. It's really a pick your angle and go diving or get the hell out type of spell. And you get like really significant range advantage, like range bonus on it from passive stacks. You get like 7.5 units per stack. Okay.
That's pretty good.
So by like 50 units or like 100 units, like the area, like the range is like doubled.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Other than that.
Good. Other than that, what?
Other than that, yeah, he's you mostly got everything.
Okay, that's pretty good. That is very good. That is very, very good.
Yeah, he hits PvE next Tuesday. Holy shit.
Okay. That is I mean I'm excited for that. So he'll be out 2 weeks from now then, roughly.
He'll be out on the 7th. He hits live.
Okay, on the 7th of February. Okay, cool.
So 2 weeks really after next Tuesday, so 3 weeks.
Yep. All right, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on, because I feel like you answered a lot of questions that the video did not have, and we got a lot better of an idea of numbers. So
yeah, and then like his actual numbers, I mean, they're gonna hit PB next Tuesday. I'll like tweet out like a change, I mean, not a change list because it's like the whole kit, but his numbers will get shown.
Oh, actually, here, let me ask you this question while I have you, because this is a question that like I've asked like designers and stuff before. Is he intended to be a part of Pro Play or no?
I mean, ideally we'd see him. I think like ideally we'd see everybody. I don't think that he has a particular elite skew compared to other like, kind of battle magey champions. Like, I don't think he's going to be like a Rise type of issue.
Okay.
That said, I think that he is going to have an initial pretty low win rate. It's really easy to int with your W.
Right.
So
mess up.
I expect
Okay.
his week 1 to be kind of low, and then it'll like rise up, kind of like.
Okay. I was mainly just asking because I know that the designers have a lot of say in whether or not the champion is intended to appear in pro. Like, for instance, the maker of Set did not want Set in pro play, and Akshan is not supposed to be allowed in pro play. Not that he's not allowed, it's that I think he will be nerfed if he ever is in pro, like stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to ask you.
We haven't discussed anything like that for Aethel. I mean, he's intended to be, more popular than he is, wider appeal, deliver this fantasy a little bit better.
Okay.
We don't expect him to have like particular skew towards like high level play, but I do think that there is a learning curve to him, and that if you are good at like playing with your team, playing around your jungler, or your jungler playing around you, he can get really nasty. His early skirmishing is definitely a thing.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. I feel like this is really good. Very good insight into the champion. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
later, man.
Yep. Talk to you later. Bye.